Woodworking is a hobby that is not only beneficial to your own well-being, but to your community as well. You can learn new skills and increase your knowledge while also adding value to your home. There are many benefits of woodworking, and you can find out what they are in this article. Woodwork benefits children's learning and development in numerous ways. It promotes creativity, develops critical thinking, and helps children to develop self-esteem. For many young children, woodwork is the first experience they have with tools. Working with tools and wood is an engaging and challenging experience that leaves an impression. They often recall positive memories of being involved with it. Using tools with wood provides children with a chance to develop eye-hand coordination and fine motor skills. The challenge of using a hammer, screwdriver, saw, etc. also encourages children to persevere. Children learn to use a hammer properly and become more confident in their tool usage. Woodwork offers an important opportunity to teach children to be responsible and manage their own activities. During a visit to a school, I was surprised to find that the children were still working on their projects an hour after the session had ended. Visiting teachers also note the depth of concentration that children display in their work. This is a significant indication that the child is actively directing their own learning. Having a high level of trust in the child enables them to be confident in their ability to make good decisions. Woodwork is a highly engaging activity for children of all ages. The activity provides a range of learning opportunities that are cross-curricular, promoting creative thinking, problem-solving, and collaboration. Although many people associate woodwork with a more formal environment, it can be taught to preschoolers as young as 3. In the classroom, the activity can be combined with science, mathematics, and engineering. When teaching a group of children, the activity can be introduced through a simple unit on trees. If you want to improve your hand-eye coordination, you need to do more than just put on a good pair of eyeglasses and slog through the school day. You need to exercise and play with your hands. One of the best exercises for developing hand-eye coordination is building something. The key is to create something that is simple enough for young children to construct and use. A geoboard made from wood and nails is a great way to keep your hands busy while improving your hand-eye coordination. You can also improve your coordination by stringing beads or using a straw. Throwing and catching a ball can also be a good exercise for your eyes. Tracing is another great activity to improve your hand-eye coordination. You can use patterns, comics, or even coloring books to do this. However, you will have to practice the art of tracing. Developing hand-eye coordination is not only important for a wide variety of tasks, it is also essential for staying independent. Children who have excellent hand-eye coordination are better equipped to complete tasks that require fine motor skills without assistance. For children who are just beginning to learn, it is a good idea to encourage them to do a number of different activities. Woodworking is an effective way to improve your child's eye-hand coordination while also boosting their self-confidence and teaching them to take responsibility for their own actions. Hand-eye coordination and other cognitive capabilities are vital to a child's academic success. By providing your child with the opportunities to learn and play, you can ensure that he or she will develop these skills. There are a variety of benefits associated with woodworking, from reducing stress to promoting self-confidence to increasing fitness levels. In addition, the act of completing a project will stimulate your child's mind and help him or her to respect safety guidelines. Spatial thinking is a useful skill to have, but it might be the next casualty of the digital age. The good news is that with a bit of practice, it is easy to improve your spatial awareness and other related skills. In the real world, you can take part in activities such as puzzles and video games. Those of you who are older may also benefit from physical exercise. It's no secret that the human brain evolved over time and improved its capabilities as it branched out in space. A study conducted by a team of researchers affiliated with several U.S. institutions found that a well-crafted, spatially enriched science course can boost the mind. In particular, the team evaluated the cognitive benefits of an engrossing science course that focuses on building maps, understanding energy use, and predicting a city's needs. Those with a better grasp of their surroundings performed better on the science tests and stayed in school longer. These students were also more likely to enroll in other classes. There are a variety of factors that influence your spatial cognition, and your brain's memory and attention span are two of the biggest. You'll have a much easier time absorbing information if you pay attention to what you hear. Also, You'll be less likely to make mistakes if you're less distracted by noise. This can be a challenge for people with a serious case of ADHD. Thankfully, there are several effective treatments that can help you. For instance, some individuals might find listening to Mozart while studying the best of all worlds. Others might find listening to an audiobook a more fitting approach. There is growing evidence that wood-based furniture and other wood-related products can reduce stress and anxiety. However, studies are still needed to determine the effects of wood on cognitive and physiological performance. A recent study examined the impact of wood-based furniture and other wood-related materials on human stress responses. The researchers evaluated 61 healthy adult subjects in an experiment designed to investigate the impact of wood-based furniture on psychological and physiological arousal and recovery. Specifically, the authors investigated whether the use of office-like environments containing oak or walnut would improve the human response to work-related stress. Their results indicated that the level of cortisol in the office-like environment with oak wood was lower than the control environment. Additionally, the degree of recovery from stress was similar in both environments. In both cases, the recovery was smaller than the control. But, despite this, there were no differences between the wood and non-wooden environments. While the study found that the office-like environments with oak and walnut wood had reduced levels of cortisol, the recovery was not as significant. It is possible that these results may be explained by other factors. For example, these subjects spent a longer time in the office-like environment. Furthermore, it is important to note that the study was not performed in a randomized way. Subjects were assigned to the control or the wood environment first. This may have resulted in insufficient samples. Also, the study did not distinguish between visual and olfactory stimulation. As a result, the results were hard to interpret. It is therefore important to understand the interplay between the different concepts involved. To this end, future studies should include additional physiological and affective performance measures. They should also incorporate the appropriate task that assesses executive functions. If you're a tinkerer at heart, a home improvement project is a great way to get a retuned sense of your surroundings. The most obvious improvement to make is your home's exterior, but this is a good time to think outside the box. Adding a second story can also be a cool way to add to your property's value. Whether you're looking to upgrade your kitchen or remodel your master bath, your best bet is to do it right. There are plenty of pros to turn to, and you'll be glad you did. The most important thing to remember is that your project needs to be something you can stand to be proud of for years to come. To that end, make sure to enlist the services of a seasoned professional to ensure your project is done the right way from start to finish. This includes making sure the right people get to see the final product.